one of your earphones or headphones is louder than the other one. And I am assuming the output balance on your device is set correctly. That means the volume of the left and the right channel are the same. First of all, we have to make sure that it is not your health that is affecting your hearing. So try turning around your headphones or earphones, making the left speaker the right one, and vice versa, and check that you can feel the lower volume in another ear now. So if before that the left speaker that was on your left ear was playing less loud than the other one, and after you turned your headphones, making the left speaker the right one, and in this case the right ear is hearing less volume, that means that there is the problem with the headphones. However, if you are still feeling less volume in your left ear in this example, that means that you probably need to see a doctor to have your hearing checked. In this video, of course, I will not be talking about hearing loss, I will be talking about ways to fix your headphones. There could be many reasons for that, but I will list the most common ones. The first one, most common problem, is a technical issue, especially if you cannot hear words in songs anymore. So when you play a song, only music comes through, you barely can hear any words. That happens when one of the wires in the connector of your headphones or earphones is damaged, and that is usually the ground wire. Since most songs are recorded in stereo, the voice section is usually right in the center. And when the ground wire is not connected, the left and right channel start to cancel out everything which is the same. And since the voice is in the center, that means that the left and right channel for voice is the same. So if you can't hear words in songs or any spoken words on most podcasts and other things which are recorded in mono, that's probably because the common ground wire in your headphone or earphone wirings is not connected anymore, and you most probably will have to resolder or solder a new jack connector to the wire, or replace the wire entirely if your headphone model allows that. So this is the first reason. The second reason why you may have one headphone, for example the left one, louder than the right one is the space inside them. This is mostly true about gaming headsets, which seem to have all the controls and the mic and everything else on one of the headphones, mostly on the left one. That means that some space inside the headphone is used to house all those components, and since both casings for the left and the right headphones are the same in size, that means the internal volume is different, since one of the headphones has more stuff jammed into it. The only thing you can do in this situation is to open up the other headphone and stuff it with some foamy material to make the internal volume almost the same as in the other headphone. This should help. It should be noted though that when constructing cabinets for speakers, fillers are used to reduce the volume and the size of the cabinet box while keeping its acoustic characteristics. Usually a cabinet packed with acoustic material could be 40% less in size while having the same acoustic qualities. However, I don't think you should think about that too much while trying to level your very small headphones. A similar thing happens with those headphones which have a potentiometer to control volume right on the headphones. I'm not talking about more sophisticated digital volume control, where you usually have buttons or touch controls to adjust the volume digitally. I'm talking about primitive slider or knob, which you rotate with your finger to control the volume. These are inline volume controls. They may be on the headphone wire or mounted directly into the headphone, and basically they just add resistance, which lowers the voltage, and that lowers the volume. These are usually very cheap and not too precise. That's why in some cases, if on the full volume you have one speaker louder than the other, you may try to rotate the potentiometer until both speakers are on the same level. So you will have to find that sweet spot and then adjust the output volume of your player, computer, laptop or whatever to a higher level to compensate for the lower level of your headphones. However, if we are talking about earbuds, including wireless earbuds and TWS Bluetooth earbuds, sometimes they have been working just fine for several months or even years, and then all of a sudden, one of the earbuds produces a more muffled sound than the other one. In this case, the problem is very basic and the solution is very simple. Most earbuds, including those that you just rest in your ear and those that go deep into your ear canal, have some kind of mesh that protects it from the wax, dirt, dead skin cells, and other nasty things that your ear produces. However, those meshes will become dirty at some point in time. The problem with mesh and air is that the mesh doesn't have to be completely stuck for air to stop moving through it. In reality, if mesh is half dirty, it becomes totally non-transparent for air. And sound waves are moving air. So the air produced by your earbuds cannot pass through the meshes. So the only thing you have to do to restore your headphones is to clean those meshes. The easiest way to do that is using alcohol, either surgical alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, anything will do. However, a better solution is peroxide, and all of that you can find in your local drugstore. So basically what you need to do is to partially submerge the mesh side of your earbuds or EMs into alcohol or, better yet, peroxide. You only have to submerge the meshes. Try to avoid submerging too deep so the drives that produce sound won't get damaged. They shouldn't, but it's safer not to do that. Also, if you're afraid that the plastics on your headphones will get brighter, try to use a very mild solution of peroxide, for example 1%, 2%, max 3%. That should be just fine. So soak the meshes in peroxide for at least 1 hour. You have to do this for both speakers, left and right, if you want to keep them even. So after you soak that, use your mouth to either suck in all the leftovers if your earphones doesn't have a second port. If they do, use your mouth to blow air through this second hole to completely clean off the gunk that has not been dissolved by the peroxide or spirit. Please make sure you don't blow off or suck in the meshes. This can be quite a problem on cheap knockoff earphones. So after you do all that, leave the headphones to completely dry for at least an hour, or better yet overnight, and after that you can continue to use them and enjoy equal levels of sound in both ears. I am the god of YouTube. Like, subscribe, thanks, jingle bells.